All right, Red Sox, July 4th against the Rangers, coming in a game over 500. Jarren Duran continuing what he has been doing, seven for his last seven with this triple, and he eventually doubled in his second at bat. The guy's on fire. He needs to be playing every single day. Sorry, Duvall has got to stay on the bench. But it was a good start for the Red Sox. Verdugo here in the first inning after the triple by Duran. Ground ball, usually a base hit with that shift on, least drives in the run. So the Red Sox took a 1-0 lead. Top of the second, they took out Bernardino after a little infield hit. Next guy comes up and singles, and then Garver hits a 3-run shot. And who's it come off of? Comes off of Ort. Ort, who's got about a 6.5 ERA, somehow finds himself in these games consistently. I do not understand Cora's logic. Alex Cora just continues to put Ort into these games. There was no reason to take Bernardino out of that game at all. Even though this was an opener, Bernardino could have kept going in the 2 or 3 innings. So they were quickly down 3-1. Murphy came in eventually. Murphy's been pretty good. He did give up a couple of runs here, but he maintains a pretty low ERA. I think over about 14 or 15 innings now with the Red Sox. But this one, here's another hit off the monster for the Rangers, gave them a 4-1 lead. That was in the fourth inning. Red Sox offense was cold after the Duran triple in the first. And then nice play here by Verdugo in the right field corner. Why is he not an all-star? I do not understand. I hope he replaces some of the injured players on the American League. He definitely needs to be in there. That was a great catch to keep the game 4-1. Ahead to the seventh inning here. Young, Jung, is that how you pronounce it? Young, just continuing to kill the Red Sox as he did today. This one coming off Garza, another AAA reliever the Red Sox have. I mean, he was doing pretty good in the few outings he had, and then has not been very good lately. Game pretty much got away here, and Rangers took a 5-1 lead on this hit by Young. And then eventually, bases loaded. Garza still in. There's Cora. Loads the bases. I believe that is Garver again, right? Yeah, and he walked in a run. I don't know. I don't have too many problems with Garza, but he and Ort need to go back to AAA. Man, here at the end of the game, 6-2, tying run on deck. Verdugo blooped out to second base, and that was the game. 6-2 final. Red Sox lose back to 500 is what it is, 43-43. Yankees and Astros both win, so they're 5 games back now in the wild card. And I mean, here we're going to talk about the Red Sox for a minute and some things that are going on. Starting pitching, I mean, basically all that is actually standing at the moment is Bayo, Brian Bayo. He starts tomorrow. He is their ace at this point, and he's been having a great year. James Paxton is also having a great season. He missed the first month, but he's on paternity leave. So I'm not sure if he's going to pitch again for the rest of the first half. I mean, they only have 5 games left. Hopefully he does. Hauk is out. Sale is out. As we know, Whitlock is now out. Kluber is out, and he was pitiful when he was in. So Red Sox got a lot of issues in the rotation. Pivetta has been really good out of the bullpen, in my opinion. I mean, you may have to pull him back in to start, but it just depends. I mean, Whitlock is not a starter. He's got to go back in the bullpen. He was so good in 2021 and 2022 when he was in the bullpen, and they trying to start him. It's just not working out. Consistently hurt all the time. So I mean, if they could arrange for Whitlock to come back as a reliever, they could try to push Pivetta back into the starting rotation. They definitely need it. They need somebody down there. They cannot have these openers. Ort should not be anywhere on the mound or even near Fenway Park. He just needs to go back to wherever he came from. But the Red Sox need some help badly. So on the pitching end, I think they should go out and get somebody, just somebody, Even a household name that can just take the mound every 5 days while these guys are hurt. And the offense, some of the questions on the offense, why is Jarren Duran being pinch hit for? I mean, this is a guy, if you do the math, I think he's about maybe 20 games away from being eligible for the uh, batting crown. They say that because he's hitting like 310. He's actually pretty close to there, but he can't get eligible because Cora doesn't play him every day. And this is a guy, he's a five-tool talent. He's incredibly fast. His defense has improved so much from last year. The guy has 25 doubles. He's literally in the top 10 in baseball in doubles, and he doesn't play enough. He plays like 4 days a week. Jarren Duran is not a platoon player. He needs to start every day. And Cora consistently does not play him against lefties, pinch hits for him against lefties. Look, I get it. He may not be as good against lefties as he is against righties, but he's 26 years old. How are you going to develop a guy if he is not facing lefties and righties all the time? I mean, you can't just keep him away from lefties. So he pinched hit for Duran today, Cora, with Ref Snyder. And Ref Snyder's great as a fourth outfielder, hits lefties really well. Again, another guy who Cora does not let face righties, but that didn't work out. So, I mean, I don't understand the logic between pinch hitting for Duran and then going over to somebody like Hamilton, even faster than Duran. I mean, David Hamilton, is potentially the fastest guy in baseball, and he's hitting like a buck 20. Not that many games, but the guy doesn't bunt. He doesn't bunt. I mean, what are you doing? You're not a big guy. You're a small guy. You are incredibly fast, and he doesn't bunt. I mean, he came up in the ninth inning today, and the left side of the infield was wide open, completely wide open. What does he do? He just watches strike three right down the middle. I mean, it's just pathetic. What are you doing? You're a major leaguer. You have so much speed. You have so much talent with your legs. You could easily be bunting for hits, getting on base, stealing bases, and just causing all types of havoc on the base paths. But instead, he's just watching strike three. So, I mean, from the offensive end, the Red Sox have been struggling with runners in scoring position, but at times they're very streaky. Though is getting Duran in there every single day. Turner's got to be in there every single day. To me, you could platoon Casas and Duvall. And I know Duvall doesn't play first. I know that. But you could have Duvall DH, one day, and you could have Casas at first and Turner at DH the next. But I mean, Duran, 26 years old. The guy got in incredible shape for this season. It's paying off. He needs to be playing every single day, unless they decide to give him a breather every now and then, which you can definitely rely on Alex Cora to do that because he does that with everybody. But this whole thing with him not facing lefties and only playing 3 or 4 times a week is absurd. He's got to play every day. Jarren Duran has got to play every day. David Hamilton, start putting some bunts down. Start, getting on base and doing some things, using your speed, or you're going to find yourself in the minors. Other than that, Red Sox take the loss on July 4th, 6-2, and they will go back at it tomorrow. Brian Bayo on the mound, and hopefully they can pick up a win because they're falling in the standings just because everyone else is playing really well. And then Crawford and Evaldi on Thursday to finish out this series against the Rangers. Then they got Oakland this weekend at home to finish the first half. So, I mean, an opportunity to make up some ground there this weekend, but they have got to figure out the starting pitching. They cannot survive with only basically two or three starters, and then using these openers. It's just not going to work out. Sign somebody, pick up someone off the waiver wire right now. So we'll see what happens. And thanks for tuning in to Four Sox Talks, and we will see you guys after tomorrow's game. And go Red Sox. Hopefully they put together a win, and we'll see you then. Take care.